Alright, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to find the inverse of a square matrix using the calculator. So if you watch the notes for 7.3 day 1, there was a 3 by 3 matrix that the answer was there, but I told you to be a tutorial video, so here we go. So start right on your home screen here. We're going to go right to the matrix menu. So I'm going to hit the second key right here and then the inverse key. So second matrix. We'll just go ahead and edit matrix A. So I'll go to edit, use the right arrow, and I will choose 1 for matrix A. Alright, and from the notes the other day, you probably don't have that in front of you, you might. The matrix that we were looking at was a 3 by 3. So I'll just type in 3, enter, 3. So we want a 3 by 3 matrix. And the numbers in that matrix was 1, 7, -2, 4, 3, 1, 5, -4, and 8. So this was the matrix the other day in our notes where it just said that to find the inverse, and it said we used the calculator. So now I have the same numbers here that we had on the notes the other day, and what I'm going to do now that I have this is I'm going to quit out of this. So second quit, and to take the inverse, pretty straightforward. Go back to the matrix menu, pick the matrix you want, in this case A. So we're going to hit 1, and to do the inverse we hit this button. This is the inverse key right here, the same button we hit to get to the matrix menu. So hit the X to the negative first. So this is telling the calculator you want to take the inverse of A, and we hit enter. And you get some really nasty decimals there, which is okay. Our calculator will convert those back to fractions. We just have to hit the math button right here, math, and we'll choose choice 1 to go to fraction, hit enter. And so the calculator is saying, all right, do you want me to change this answer here to fractions? Yes, please do. And now we have a little covered up here because of the screen in the bottom, but now we have our 3 by 3 matrix, and these are the exact same fractions that were on our notes from the other day. So that will work for any square matrix. If you ever get an error, you try to take the inverse of a 2 by 2 or 3 by 3 and it tells you an error, that means that that matrix does not have an inverse. That does happen from time to time. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this out. But again, this was the one we did in the notes the other day. I'm going to go back to the matrix menu. I've got another 3 by 3 here, just a random matrix. So matrix B. And again, if I want the inverse, we'll just hit enter. And again, it gave me some decimals. That's fine. If you get decimals, just go math again, back to fraction, and it will change those for you. Now again, not every inverse is going to give you a bunch of fractions, so I'm going to do one more. And I actually took this one from our notes the other day as well. This is one we did by hand, a 2 by 2 matrix. And so matrix C here, and we'll take the inverse, and you'll see this one will work out the nice clean integers. So there it is. Now if you wanted to see just what the matrix itself is, I could just go matrix C and hit enter, and there you go. So we started off with this matrix here, 11, -5, 2, -1, and this in turn is the inverse. And we learned the other day that if you take a matrix times its inverse, it should equal the identity. So let's test that theory. So if I take matrix C and multiply it by its inverse, we should get, in this case, the 2 by 2 identity, 1, 0, 0, 1. And we do. So that concludes the tutorial. Again, if you get stuck or have any questions on the calculator, by all means, hit me up with an email or Google message, and we'll go from there. All right, have a great day.